Hello everyone, Rimea here, and welcome to the second part of my playthrough of Newer Summer Sun. So we're now up to World 2 of this very summer-themed mod, of course. This is not a full mod of Need for Speed, it's only a couple worlds long, and so in this part I think we're going to be playing through not only this world, World 2, but also World 5, weirdly enough, because we're going to be skipping some stuff, and it's going to be very interesting. But without further ado, let's get started with 2-1, which I believe is this level. Yeah, here it is. Alright. And I've always found it super strange how this is this desert world here is nighttime when the mod is called Newer Summer Sun, of course. And yet, I guess from now on up until like World 9, we won't be having any sun, like any levels that take place during daytime, as far as I'm aware. So that's just like really curious naming there. But I mean, I do feel like the Summer Sun name is very iconic, and so like I guess it does work on that level at least, but yeah, it's very interesting. Anyways, here we are. Of course, this isn't a blind playthrough for me. I've played through this mod a bunch before. It's a very classic Need for Speed mod. But here we are in the first level of the desert world with these remodeled bruises, and I guess they're kind of meant to be like charging chucks, but their model is just the Sledge Bro model, of course. And I remember this being very impressive to me. I mean, it's still reasonably impressive. I'm still surprised that we haven't seen more, like, remodels of this level, I guess, because I feel like a lot of the time in these Wii mods, you end up having just retextures or, like, I don't know, I guess maybe this is a kind of remodel where, like, it's perfect because of the functionality of bruises, which lines up so well with charging chucks, whereas for the most part that isn't the case for other enemies, but I don't know, it's still, yeah, definitely one of the more impressive and seamless remodels in Need for Speed mods, in my opinion at least. It's funny looking at, we're playing on the Dolphin emulator here, which has this, you know, upscaling feature where we're basically playing it in 1080p right now. So it's funny looking at the starry sky background here, and like, yeah, that just looks very low resolution. But of course, if you had actually played this on a proper Wii console, then it wouldn't be looking like that. Oh, lovely, we're gonna get a mini mushroom for this, that looks interesting. We're gonna get a mini mushroom for this Star Coin, it seems. Wow, what an amazing bonus room. Definitely one of the bonus rooms of all time. Do we, oh, we don't even, they could have just put like a semi-solid here, you know? Like, there's no need to be this pedantic about, oh, okay, at least we get put right back. Okay, that's actually not that bad then. Do we want that? I don't know if we want that, honestly. Hello. It's definitely quite scary. These guys, like, they're such big guys that take 3 hits, and now we're a mini Mario. It's, what? Wait, you need a, what? So you need to actually get that mushroom, or, that's extremely lame. So they give you a mini mushroom for 1, star coin, but then you need to get the power-up for another star coin. But I think I've lost it at this point. Maybe there's another, power-up threat that, oh, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Never mind. Yeah, so you actually need to be Big Mario as well to get this mini mushroom in the first place, because it's down like under these brick blocks here. And then you need to get the mini mushroom for this star coin. And then you have to get this power up, or I suppose the power up from the red coins as well, for the third star coin. It's such a strange design decision, you know? They could have done it any other way and it would have made more sense. Oh, and this is also an interesting... Can I get this? Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, well there we go, that's 2-1 done. And now for 2-2. Oh yeah, this mod has these weird semi-solids, which, yeah, it's interesting how, for the most part, this mod doesn't seem to use many custom tilesets, but then here and there's some custom stuff. Especially because the proper Newer Wii mod, of course, has a lot of custom tilesets. Though I believe, actually, I should mention probably that I believe this mod was made over the course of like a few weeks. It wasn't really like a huge project for the team. And so I suppose that might also explain some of the choices in the level design, or like the tilesets, for example. Yeah, like it wasn't the most like polished or thought out project ever, which usually is the case for these smaller mods. This is interesting. So, you know, of course, we're using Yoshi with the Pokies, which is something that's very normal, as you may have noticed from the... like, if you watched the video I released a while ago on the same subject. But it's interesting because the Pokies here aren't actually doing the, like, you're not dancing to the music because there is no music dancing in this mod, so you can't actually get the Pokie reward with Yoshi here. So it's kind of counterintuitive to also have Yoshi here like this, but I guess it works. Speaking of counterintuitive, there's also barrels in this level, but then, you know, you get Yoshi, so interesting choice. But I suppose that's just for if you If you don't have Yoshi anymore, you need to get past the Pokies. Okay, star, why not? Hello. Oh. There we go. It's pretty cool that the custom music gear actually has the Yoshi drums, though. That's not something you see in most mods nowadays, even. Man, these Pokies are just so slow. Actually, I believe the speed of Pokies depends on how tall they are, which is interesting. And this is yet another level without any bonus rooms or any real complicated star coins. They're all just kind of... I think all of the star coins in this level were just like hidden in either the quicksand or there was that one star coin that was up above. It was like... None of them really had anything complicated to them, which I suppose some people might not mind, but I don't know, it's from a level design standpoint, I feel like star coins are often a way to express the level's mechanic in an interesting way. But if you... Oh. What? Wait, where... Okay, so this is a Yoshi level, and it has barrels and vines, but also this vine is pointless, because, I mean, I've already gotten the third star coin, so it's not for a star coin. Okay, interesting. And also, of course, it was in brick blocks which were up above here, so, like, it wasn't easy to hit that from down below. So, very strange decisions being made in this level, but whatever. Right, and now for 2-3. Oh yeah, this is the weird kind of cave desert level. It's interesting because in the original Innocent Wii, there's also a level like this with like this kind of combination of background and tile set. But that's a dark level, so it's kind of harder to tell that it's it's kind of weird that it isn't using the underground tile set. But here it's just very apparent. Like, no, that's not the underground tile set. This is just a kind of strange underground sand thing. But I guess I mean, if any tile set could work underground, I suppose if the desert tile set, it does kind of make sense for there to be sand underground. It's just I don't know. It's kind of strange. Do those blue coins have any purpose? I suppose not. It would have been funny if they made these like normal brick blocks, so they would have actually turned into coins, so maybe the spikes could have like fallen in a pit or something, like some kind of actual use for that P-switch, but whatever. Maybe a bit too much to ask for. Very strange setup here as well with all these platforms, because they all get like loaded at different times, so they're not even close to synchronized. So they're just kind of all over the place. Oh, another, oh my god, these star coins in this mod, man, I feel like they weren't this bad in the first world, I don't know, but... That's the, like, so many of Starcoin in this world, right? It's just there, and it doesn't even have anything to do with the levels of mechanics. Of course, it doesn't have a bonus room, it's just there. It's also funny that this is now the second level in a row that uses Pokies, and it uses it in a very similar way. Oh, that actually damages you? That's annoying. Ah, there's a star. It's, like, completely not even hidden. And another star? Yes. And there we go, the third star coin. That's the only star coin in the past two levels that's actually kind of meant something with like the level's mechanic slightly, but okay, whatever. Also an amazing gold ball. Okay, I'm complaining too much. It's still a good mod, but the star coins have been funny so far. And now for 2-4, though actually, I don't think this is really 2-4, this is actually 2-tower, but then they kind of just put a giant pyramid model in the place of the tower, and it honestly, if you didn't know that like that's what they did there, it might not even look that out of place, I suppose. So it's actually a pretty decent fix. But yeah, I suppose they didn't want to have like a random tower in the middle of a world where you're not even going to get a castle. So yeah, I guess 2-4, why not? Okay, so they gave me a power block, but I don't think the power block is for that star coin, because if I use that power block over there, it would kill the Koopa that allows me to get the star coin. So once again, it's a very counterintuitive star coin design in this mod. Oh, that's not how I get that. Do I? Wait, are you telling me I was supposed to have that, the bruiser, or I guess the charging chuck, or whatever you want to call him, and like, what? That's annoying. Unless I can I like go under the sand here or something? No, I can't. Okay, there is a sign pointing to the right here though, so that's interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to restart the level then, because I mean, I can't get the bruiser over there now. I've already killed it. That's annoying. It's all just kind of repetitive mechanics so far. There have been 2 levels that have used Pokies, 2 levels that have used these guys. I think that other bruiser level also used Fire Bros. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like they kind of had like a couple of mechanic ideas for this world, but then they just kind of spread them out over too many levels because you end up having very repetitive stuff. Like, you know, how many of Starcoin is that where you had to get a bruiser to get some brick blocks? Like, I feel like that's at least like the 4th so far. So it's just yeah, extremely repetitive Starcoin so far. bonus room of the century right there. But hey, at least it was a bonus room, which is more than you can say for most of the star coins in this mod. But it's also weird because they gave you propeller suits, so you could have just gotten the star coins super easily over here. So yeah, strange decisions all around. At least this level it manages to use these spike top enemies in a somewhat interesting way where they're actually a threat for once, because usually they're just too slow to be interesting. Oh, are these on, oh god, why are they on layer 2? No, don't, go back. What? That's so weird. The whole mod, the whole point of them is that they're solid so you can't get, like, the star coin or whatever, and then at the very end there, they're semi-solid or like, just completely background tiles. It's so weird. Whatever, on to 2-5. Ah, another iconic thing from this mod. So yeah, this mod has some custom codes to load in, like, custom models. And so here they have a pretty cool looking, like, chain chomp faced model, and then I think they use just like completely random, like, just solid invisible tiles for the actual collision. It's not like this model has any collision itself, but it still like works pretty well on its own to kind of create this like structure that's very similar to like the giant Koopa shell caves from 5-1. And yeah, I've always really liked that about this mod, I suppose, is how it kind of manages to create these unique structures that still feel like they would have really fit into the original game quite well. And in fact, there's one level in Clarity 2 that has these same kind of structures as, I guess, an homage. Another star run section. Do I get a star up here? I don't. That's interesting. I guess I was just there to kill the chomps. That's a lot of Koopas. Can I get like a 1 up here? Not quite. Anyways, another amazing star coin here. What's the point of putting a power block up here? I'm interested. Oh, I guess it's just random coins, okay. I feel like they could have thought something better out where, like, you could have had the power block maybe down on this level, and then if you know, hit the power block, then maybe the star coin would have fallen up here or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a star coin that's better than the star coin that was actually there somewhere in that structure. Oh yeah, I've always really liked this, just putting these like stationary spike balls in the quicksand here. It does make for extremely annoying jumps if you don't have the propeller suit though. Like, I don't know if you can do this without doing a little mid-air twirl as well. That seems kind of difficult. And of course, the classic chain chomp bonus room. You have to do this. It's a legal obligation for any mod creator to put this kind of bonus room or just star coin setup into any chain chomp level. And there we go. That's quote unquote 2-4, or wait, was that 2-5? I forget. Whatever. That's that level finished. Oh yeah, it was 2-5. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this level here. Yeah, look at this loveliness. So this is the classic Nishimaru's Wii textile set. And I guess it's just here to tell us that we can't go on from here. Because from now on we're going to be using a, I guess a pipe cannon and whatnot to launch to World 5. Though before that we have 2-7. Oh yes, slow auto-scrolling, let's go. Maybe it's not that slow actually. Alright, another amazing star coin. At least that one kind of had something to it, though it is the... There's been a lot of power blocks in the mod so far as well, I suppose. Is there any point to me going down here? I guess not. Weird. Oh my god, look at the blue pipe. It's a blue pipe, guys. Wow. Oh, this is funny here. I guess I can get a 1-up. Oh god, no! Why are you here? No. What an absolute troll. I haven't gotten the second stock one yet. I'm kind of scared. Oh, it's probably down here. There it is. It's a funny setup here using the Goombas coming from a pipe generator as kind of like a vertical threat like that. It's not something you usually see, but I guess it works. Why is there a... What? Why is there a penguin suit in this desert level? What the heck? I guess, let me know in the comments, why do you guys put a desert white penguin? I'm so confused. Oh, can I get into that green pipe? It kind of looks like I would be able to. If there was like a donut block that like allowed me to get in there, but there isn't, so... I'm hoping the third star coin is somehow past this section. Oh, it is. Oh my god, look at that amazing third star coin there. Wow. And yeah, we get a secret exit here because we're going to go to the pipe cannon on the world map. Alright, on to World 5. Which is also nighttime for some reason. Like, I guess they just decided that making things nighttime was the easiest thing to do for like, you know, making the world feel kind of different, but they just ended up making like half the mod nighttime when it's literally called summer sun. It's such a strange decision. Oh yeah, I suppose another thing this mod does, I think in almost every world basically, is make this tile set slightly darker, because I guess it's, first it's sunset and then it's nighttime. So I suppose, you know, that kind of makes sense. And it's just also an easy way of kind of making the mod feel a little bit more interesting and custom. Alright, so far using a very simple blend of just all sorts of jungle. Oh, hello, wait a second. Oh, I can totally, I want to clip in that wall so bad. Oh, that kind of worked. I wonder if you can actually get stuck in there. Hold on. Yeah, so obviously these swinging vines, they allow you to just clip through layer 1 tiles. So, oh yeah, there we go again. Well, I guess that's the most we're getting out of that, but it's still funny. Now let's get this very simple star coin. Though it's still better than like half the star coins in this part of the playthrough so far. Okay, this looks like it might be another star coinless bonus room, which is something that I'm not a huge fan of, especially when the star coins in the mod are so simple, but whatever. There we go. Amazing. And yet, what is going on? Like, we had that bonus room just now, but no, the star coin has to be just in this random little nook over here instead. Such a, I can't get over that kind of stuff, man. It's so weird. I do like the atmosphere of this mod. Like this level here especially, I feel like has just like nice vibes and a very unique kind of style of tiling, and just the way everything is kind of colored is it's all quite nice. Like, it has a nice feel to it. It's just, I wish the actual level design was better. Alright, oh, I wonder if you can get under that goal pole if you like use the propeller suit or something. That's interesting. But there we go, that's 5-1 finished. It's also interesting how they removed the like the vines that grow over some of the paths in this level, or in this world usually, which is very nice of them to do, because those are very annoying. Anyways, on to 5-2. It's such a weird thing. It happens in every world in this mod so far, where like half the levels use the same mechanics. Because once again, we have wigglers in this level, and this is also the level with the famous wiggler statues, which are kind of this world's equivalent of the chain chomp statues, I suppose. Though I do feel like these don't look anywhere near as good as the chain chomps, honestly. Like, they don't have any shading really. They're just like basically just like, they might as well be flat, even though I know they're 3D models. They just look yeah, they don't look that great in my opinion. This is funny. This funny platforming here with the wiggler statues, though. I know that like these also have the invisible tile collision, so the collision doesn't really entirely line up with the model perfectly. And here especially, it's always very strange. Look at this guy. You never really think about how big the nose of a wiggler is until you see it up close like this. I feel like there have also been a lot of vines in this mod so far, and usually they don't have anything to do with a star coin, they're just kind of here. But that's not something you see too often in Nismo mods, is rotation control break blocks like that. It's usually more of a Nismo U thing. Though Nismo we can do that kind of stuff just as well as Nismo U can, so it's just more of a, I guess just a style kind of thing. Is this the second star coin? I hope so. It's not, damn it. Okay, let's go back. There's a sign. Oh. What? Why would you? What? Why would anyone in their right minds? Okay, whatever. That's terrible. But yeah, it's interesting how so far I've just kind of continued getting all the star coins in this mod, even though I think we only need all the star coins in World 1. But so far, all of the star coins have been so easy that I've just kind of, for the most part, been just collecting them on the fly. Apart from that one was just crazy. Oh, this is interesting here. Continuing with the spring block mechanic from Nero Wii. But there we go. That's 5-2 finished. Oh god, this mechanic. I'm happy that this mechanic is barely in Nismo. It's only in the World 8 level, which is a terrible level, so, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this mechanic, personally, the hanging ledges and whatnot. And another POW block. In fact, this one is required, and it's interesting how here they have a, oh, I suppose they have a donut box so you can't, like, softlock yourself in there. That's actually pretty clever, because if I did this, yeah, I would have been stuck there if there hadn't been a, just like a semi-solid or something. They could have just, I think they could have just put an invisible solid tile there though. But whatever, that also works. Oh my god, Bramble's a mechanic we haven't seen before in this world. That's the first. Though those lazy star coins aren't a first, Jesus. I do once again, I do really like the tiling in this mod, especially the background tiling in this level, for example. It really is the way I also do background tiling myself. It's also very, very generous of the level designer to give us an ice flower in a level that features brambles. That's not usually something that I think the original game or Need for Speed does, because ice flowers are so overpowered against brambles. As far as mechanics to combine with the hanging rock things there, at least the river power plants, the ones with the spiky balls, they do work very well with the climbable rocks like this here. This is good. Is this bonus room actually gonna have a star coin? Oh yeah, it does. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, that might have been the best star coin in this whole part of the playthrough so far. Alright, and that's the end of 5-3. And in fact, that also looks like it's going to be the end of World 5 here. It's funny how this path here doesn't connect perfectly. What's up with that? Is that like an edited path thing there? It's very strange. Anyways, yeah, let's go for the World 5 canon. On to World 8. And as we arrive in World 8, I suppose that's also going to be the end of this playthrough part, guys. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe and all of that stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next part, and bye!